We have Mike Golic Jr. back in the building.
Fucking Golic. I wish I was Jim O'Hare too. After watching that Parks and Rec special from last night, I'm pissed that I wasn't here when he was on. I mean, Jerry, Terry, Larry, whatever you want to call him. I mean, bummed like hell.
That special was surprisingly really, really, really good. I had low expectations after seeing SNL do it, and I was like, man, no one's going to do this very well on TV. They crushed it.
It's remarkable. Like, it's such a tough format because we've seen everyone trying to do like the stay-at-home thing, but the fact that they pulled the format off and everyone just snapped so seamlessly back into character and back into those relationships in a way that like made me miss it so much more.
Yeah, it was well done.
It was fantastic. Sorry, go ahead, Will.
I was going to say, Mike, are you currently watching the Notre Dame West Virginia game on NBC Sports, or is that just me sitting in here?
No, I was getting ready to turn over that before I joined you guys, but I was watching that Alex Smith E60 that just aired on ESPN. I mean, my God.
Ooh,
yeah.
The leg.
The images alone in that are insane, but Alex Smith couldn't be more likable, and a discussion that took off after that. Alex Smith is a top 5 hot NFL quarterback.
He's a good-looking dude.
Oh, he's a handsome feller.
He is a very handsome dude. And, like,
I don't know if I'm going top 5, though, Mike.
I'm telling, like, who else are you going to put up there? Like, for me, like, the easy ones are Jimmy Garoppolo, Cam Newton are easy ones up there.
Okay.
You get after that, like, what's that?
Brady.
Yeah, I would still put Brady in there. Brady's had a lot of help. Like, we all can acknowledge that, right?
Okay.
Like, it's good work, but it's work nonetheless.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. I guess you go top 5, but you're not wrong. I can see another argument though for the 5.
So here's some other names I want to throw out there. Jared Goff, underrated, good-looking quarterback.
Yeah, he's classically good-looking.
Yep.
Now, here's the swing state, and I want your guys' opinion on this because this is a heated debate with a couple of my colleagues, and it's the classic number 1 overall debate. It's Alex Smith and Aaron Rodgers. Where do we fall? Because I think Aaron Rodgers is very good-looking, but I
absolutely
do that.
Oh, see, I feel like he's more unkept. Like he like lets his neck grow out, and he like doesn't ever trim like the neck beard. I feel like you got to go Alex Smith.
I agree. I'm Alex Smith, but that also might be the Lions fan in me just doing that. So,
no, I get it. Listen, I picked Alex Smith, but Aaron Rodgers still very good-looking quarterback. Also, when he's got the facial hair trimmed just right,
Mike, you're fitting in here great because you realize like every other podcast we do, it's just us talking about like dudes like physical traits, like shoulders, who's got the broadest shoulders, who's got the best traps. That's like pretty much what this is turned into. So, thank you for your appearance here.
No, listen, I get it. Like, I think it's one of those things that becomes underrated. Like, once you, like, obviously, you should be comfortable enough discussing this. I feel like we've all seen enough guys to feel like we know what should be attractive and not, and, like, what should be the quality features on a guy's and not. So, I feel like, especially, like, I don't know, I spent 5 years in a college football locker room. Like, I've seen more naked dudes than almost every woman I know in my life. So, I feel like I have a pretty good idea of what a good-looking guy is.
Yeah, if I look at a guy and I'm like, man, I would trade faces with him, then I'm going to assume that he's like a hot dude because I'd rather be him.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that hard. It's kind of like a binary scale for me. It's like, yeah, he's good looking.
Mike, can I give you my take on Alex Smith's career?
Sure, absolutely.
Alex Smith's career is more fascinating than he'll ever get credit for. The coaches he played for alone would be amazing enough to consider. That's my take. I don't know where you stand about that, but that is my personal take.
Man, that's an enlightened take. Not enough people are saying that, and I'm glad we're having the conversation. But it was just me watching the beginning of that documentary, like the fact that like maybe I just kind of forget the Urban Meyer Utah era, but the fact that he got like early stages Urban Meyer and then certainly Jim Harbaugh in like the middle of the ascent. And then you cap it off with Andy Reid leading up to all of that. Like, if Alex Smith isn't continually being replaced by freak show quarterbacks, I think we write the story a lot different.
Can I ask a silly noob question?
Sure.
Was Alex Smith the quarterback that beat Bama in the Sugar Bowl on that Utah team?
Yes.
I was in New Orleans for that. It had nothing to do with either of those teams, but it was the funniest. You had the Bama fans taking over one end, and then the Utah fans, which they were They weren't as cool as the Bama fans, but they were nice. They were very nice. And then Utah ended up putting it on them.
It's a very different group. The Bama fans are so interesting. Like, you want to talk about fans that are as veteran a group as their team. I remember when we played in the title against them, that was when Bama went back-to-back for the first time. So in 2011, 2012. And one of my buddies was sitting in the stands next to a bunch of Alabama fans. And we had a couple of calls go like not our way early on in that game. And like one of them was a pretty bad miss. And my buddy was sitting there ticked off. And this woman dressed in full Alabama gear looks over at him and goes, "Oh yeah, the refs take a little longer to warm up in this one too. Like, it's just, you got to kind of bear with it early on." And she was 100% right, because she knew this stage better than any of our fans were going to. So it is amazing what a seasoned group they are.
There's no doubt. Mike, now that we're on this the college football topic, I'm assuming you've been a part of a tailgate or two in your day.
Yes.
He's got giant hands. He doesn't count for this question, Brett.
No, Mike, I need to ask you. This has been a hot topic of debate. When you are at a tailgate, can you see yourself in a situation where you have a beer in one hand and a cheeseburger in the other, and can eat the cheeseburger one-handed with the spin technique?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you.
The way that you phrased that question was very self-serving. I will say I will say that.
Okay, well then one of you, yeah, I need a rebuttal now.
Dave, you said on Twitter earlier that it's not uncommon, it's inconvenient. What was your quote?
Oh, I don't even remember. I only remember other people's tweets.
Like,
I only know.
Is it doable? Yes. But is it
Yes.
the desired way to do it? No. Like, you don't want to find yourself in a scenario where you're doing that. It's just too much.
You're gonna sacrifice fixins or toppings for convenience, which I get sometimes at a tailgate that matters. But I feel like, no offense to Mike, but Mike, I feel like Mike has larger hands than the three of us combined. And
These are tiny.
All things considered, in like the football world, I think I have smaller hands than most. Like, I have the classic lineman hands where I have the big pad, but then the sausage fingers. So
I've got nothing going on here.
I got Joe Burrow hands. Topical.
Very, very topical. But like, I don't know. I feel like at a tailgate, you're always sort of dual wielding, right? Like, it's like the old Halo games where you can pick up two guns at the same time. Like, you're always dual wielding in a tailgate because it's about efficiency. I am trying to get both as full and as drunk as humanly possible, and I can't do that while I'm doing one at a time.
That is my point. Is the dual wielding is paramount in this argument, as is when I'm at a tailgate. I don't need a burger that's got the fixins. I don't need the gourmet patty. I need the frozen patty from a Chevron.
No, you said Hawaiian buns earlier. There's a difference.
It's not a Chevron.
I need, if you can build a burger with the ingredients from your local gas station with not upscale, but with a marketplace attached to it, I'm fine. And I go bun, patty, cheese, ketchup, bun, done. And I'm strolling through the tailgate.
I actually got a burger for lunch today, and I wish that I would have just like shown you the inconvenience that I would have had to deal with. It was a missed content opportunity. I didn't even think about it.
Huh. The inconvenience. So like, what was it, like falling all over the place? Was it a difficulty in the way it was set up?
Any burger worth its weight. Like, I like dragging it through the garden. Give me as much like toppings as I can get. And so like just having a full burger, there's too much stuff going on. If I take one bite, stuff's going to come out the back and go all around my hands. It's going to be like dripping down my hands, like mayonnaise and mustard, just ugly.
So I feel like this is like a scouting report situation, right? Where you have to know the burger that you're walking into at the tailgate. And I think the way everyone wins here is, if I'm going to deal with a burger that's more than I can handle, obviously I'm going to set the beer down. But in an ideal world, and like I grew up, so like going to Notre Dame football games when I was a kid, when they like in the stadium, they tend to serve burgers and dogs that are super stripped down. And so I don't know if I just got like, I am also like a full-on shit pig. So I'm used to like eating things that are pretty like pared down to just like, what do I need out of this? The meat and the carbs. And then as I got older, I realized introducing the alcohol probably more valuable to my overall experience than, let's say, another version of the toppings involved.
This is fair. It's hard to argue with you. Like, I don't know.
I've been for a really long time. Like I've worked out a lot of the kinks in this.
That's why, Mike, when we had a prominent sports announcer bail on us about an hour and a half ago, I said, I know who exactly I need for this argument. It's Mike Golic Jr.
You did.
Who was it?
Heck.
I'm not going to say because he said he would come on in general, and he said I can't do it tonight. Sorry, so I'm not gonna expose him. I've said his name on this podcast before. It's Joe.
Sometimes you got to live Moss. That's my
Love
Joe
it.
Buck impersonation from the World Series.
Steal a base, steal a taco. Yeah.
Mike, what's your Taco Bell order?
Taco Bell order was usually always obviously like the drink we can put off to the side. It's a Mountain Dew Baja Blast, and if you're ordering anything else, you click Taco Bell. I usually always go grilled stuffed beef burrito, cheesy gordita crunch, and usually like honestly, I love the Doritos Locos tacos. I'll usually hammer time a few of those over the top of that.
That's because you got paid like $100K to promote those or something like that. Don't get cute with us, Mike.
Honest to God, I have never been paid to endorse Taco Bell. It's just one of those things. Like on God, like college Taco Bell was always the late night hit, and even like as recent as this past year. And this is why I love my friends because Kyle Rudolph's a good buddy of mine. Plays tight end for the Minnesota Vikings. Was one of my roommates in college. Me, him, and one of my other roommates, Dane Chris, who played quarterback for us, were all down in Miami for the Super Bowl. And like the Super Bowl, like it's all those like bougie parties and stuff like that. And like we went over to one for a little bit, and we're just like, we don't want to be here. And literally, me, Kyle, Dane, and Kyle's wife and a couple of our other friends bolted, went to a Taco Bell, and had a sit-down meal inside the Taco Bell at like 11:30 on a Friday night in Miami during Super Bowl week. I was like, this is where I belong. This is where I'm supposed to be.
It must have been during the certain Barstool Sports rained out event that I may or may not have laughed at consistently for the last couple months. But that's neither here nor there.
Man, the rain hit as soon as we got there. I've never seen rain that hard.
The horror stories I've heard, I'm still friends with a bunch of those guys back there, and they were like, dude, it was biblical monsoon type of stuff.
I'd never seen anything like it. Walking around up top, like we walked around the ring of seats around the ring, and like you're running into like Donovan McNabb and like all these like current NFL players and stuff. But everyone's packed like sardines. I did one loop and I was like, we need to leave. I can't do it.
That's what SVP I think mentioned. He spent 4 minutes in there with Russillo or something like that. And it was very, but I mean, it is a fun event when it's done, and when you get the full experience. Rough and Rowdy is a fucking awesome show. So respect to those guys. They put on a great show. But I've heard very funny stories about the Miami one specifically.
Yeah, that was that whole week. That was that whole week, though. Like towards the end of that week, like it just got completely dumped on with rain down there. So Taco Bell became the move.
Mike, can I ask you a shoe-related question?
Yeah, absolutely.
This might cut deep. I don't know how this worked out for you, if it worked out at all, or if you even tried. But were you able to cop the Luka Jordan 1s?
No, I was not, and I was bummed about it. Those looked sick. Like, good job. You got them? Oh my God.
Did you actually get them?
They will be here next week. Size 9, smaller than Mike, probably.
Wow.
But
did you get them from the drop? Did you have to go secondary? What was this?
Dude, I lucked out.
Wow.
I lucked out. Our buddy Barrett, who has a podcast in this network, Club Cool, he knows all about this, and he sent me the link at like 8:59, and I clicked in, put me in a waiting room, and then I went back to the tweet that it linked from, and I opened another window on my phone, and it was on footlocker.com, and it sent me right in there, and I got the 9s. I was shocked.
Dave, I got some 10.5s that I'm going to be wearing when we get back to the office and stuff. So
I don't blame you. They're my favorite, and it's not just. I mean, yes, Luka's got a big part of it, but they're clean, man. I'm really a big fan.
They're good looking. I don't know. Like, I want to know what you're going to wear these with. That's my big question.
I don't know. I'll probably never wear them.
Whatever.
No, you got to wear it, man. That's half the fun of it. We got to wear our sneakers.
Do you have a pair of shoes, Mike, that you will not wear?
No, every pair of sneakers I bought, I wear, and
I don't know if I believe you. Like you don't have one like prime, like once a year maybe.
Not a single one. In fact, the pair of sneakers that's my favorite and probably the most coveted in my sneaker closet is the pair I wear the most often.
Oh, okay.
What are they?
The Air Max like 97-1 Wotherspoons, the one that he won the Air Max Day contest for. They're like corduroy on the outside, multicolored and all that. Like by far the most I've ever paid for a shoe. And my favorite one of all time, like the favorite one I own in my closet currently, and I wear the hell out of it.
We have Barrett in the building right now. Do we just need to pop Barrett
I
in
think
here?
we need to pop Barrett. Mike, this is our style and our style guru. Barrett Dudley is going to hop in with Mike Golic Jr. and the rest of us.
Hi.
Barrett's just like, what up?
Barrett, you're live, player.
I don't think Barrett knows that he's on here.
He has no idea.
Hold up. I was on the YouTube and now, okay. Hey, what's up?
You just saw your
I'm here.
Barrett, Mike Golic Jr. is a fellow sneakerhead, and he just went through it.
Yeah, it sounds like I popped in and y'all were talking about the Wotherspoon Air Max 1s. And yeah, man, it's perfect Club Cool topic right there. So what's up, Mike? Good to meet you.
Likewise, nice to meet you. I heard you're the style guru around here, which is a fantastic title.
Yeah, that's I'll take that. It's a good title.
So, well, Barrett, give Mike your top sneaker right now. What do you wear in the summer?
I've been kind of on an Air Jordan 1 craze. Not like it's anything brand new, but the Court Purples hit really, really hard.
Mm-hmm.
A lot harder than I thought they were going to. So that's kind of my top choice right now. I heard y'all talking about sneakers that you won't wear. Nothing comes to mind, but even with like anything, like any of the Jordans or anything that you pay a lot for, I'm always super tentative about like hitting Woodrows in those. You know what I mean? Like if there's a big risk of somebody spilling a cranberry vodka on me, then there are definitely pairs that stay at the house.
I think that's a worthy distinction too. Like there are pairs that I won't wear out to like a bar. I think that's one of my favorite things. Like sneaky, the airport is a great place to flex with sneakers because you know you're going to be kind of separate from everyone. It's generally a very like clean and sterile environment, and you have a lot of control over your little area. So I tend to like when I would travel for college football and stuff, that was always my best pairs coming out.
Ooh,
yeah,
I like
makes
that.
sense.
Dave's about to plan a trip just to wear his new Lucas to the airport.
Dude, I sent Dave the link 5 minutes ahead of time. I'm taking credit for that.
No, absolutely. I hat tipped you. I owe it all to you. I would have completely forgot because I didn't realize that they didn't drop at midnight. So the night before, I like checked right at midnight, and I was like, "This shows what kind of a noob I am." I didn't see him, and then I went to bed, got up. We had like a pod to record, and you hit me. Thank you.
Yeah. Those are like I told you, those are mids, and so those don't always sell out like that. But I think Luka has it, man. He's gonna sell some sneakers.
Oh,
Hey, Mike, let me ask you this: how old do you think this quadruple of people is around you?
Oh no,
How old? Like if I had to guess like a mean age of the group,
I go like you can go. You know me. I'm a little bit younger, but you can go. Will has the full beard. Barrett has the long hair. Dave has the Lucas. What would you guess?
I mean,
no pressure.
Yeah, no, well, and it's weird trying to use like it's weird trying to use Brett as like the baseline for this.
That's because Brett's like 31 somehow, but like also 26.
25. I'm 25 still.
25.
Wow.
See, that speaks volumes.
I was gonna say across the board, so I'm just gonna average it, and I'm gonna say between the three, like the sans Brett, between the three, I'm gonna say 28.
No.
Wow, you guys just got
really good.
Big time.
You nailed it, Mike.
Are you on me, Barrett? I'm 33. I turned 33 in January.
I'm 33 as well.
I've been on a big face routine lately, though, so makes sense.
I was gonna say your skincare routine is clearly paying dividends.
Yeah, I'm just crushing it. Yeah, this is just so smooth.
We'll just put in the private chat, Mike. Hey, Randy, can you cut that? What Mike just said?
Yeah. I was actually in the private chat before you asked that question because I was going to tell you guys that I was going to go grab a beer and come right back. But here we are.
Nailed.
And then,
I got a question for Mike. I've been dying to ask. Well, you asked a similar one earlier, but Mike, what's your go-to Arby's order?
My go-to Arby's order is so weird thing that happened in my life, but
You went to Arby's
like 4 years ago. So there's not an Arby's within like 30 miles of where I live, but I got hit up by Arby's. I was like tweet flirting with them and they DM me and they're like, we want to buy you lunch for a week. And I'm like, all right, like going to take a little bit of effort, but like, I'm down for it. And I had this thing called the Meat Mountain there.
That's what they used to call me in high school.
I believe it. Like, and you've done a good job of shaving off like several bits of the beef and cheddar since then. But it was remarkable. I've never felt worse about myself after eating something, but also never better during the process. Just imagine an Arby's sandwich with every meat in it. It was literally 6 or 7 inches tall.
What's your top sauce?
The horsey sauce.
See, I'm an Arby's sauce guy.
I mix. I get loco with it.
Ooh.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Hey, be prepared. It's not something for everybody, but I would recommend trying it.
No, make it nasty.
Dave,
Yeah.
Dave, have you hit Arby's under lockdown?
I don't discuss my dinners publicly, so
That's literally all you do.
I thought that was your finances.
yeah, it's that too. It's pretty much everything.
Both of those.
I have not hit Arby's during this uncertain time, but it's a valid question. I haven't hit Popeyes either, which is very strange. I know. I know.
I was
It's
with Mike, if you had to draft a condiment from any fast casual store number one, where are you going with it?
Yeah, you know what? I think it's got to be cane sauce.
Wow.
A remarkable dipper. And the best part about it is anything that's on your plate at Cane's, whether it's the fries, whether it's the chicken or the Texas toast, all of it plays in the cane sauce. You can get down and dirty in that stuff. If you gave me a straw, I'd lap it up and drink it.
That's fair. I mean, Chick-fil-A sauce is in the green room. Popeye's barbecue sauce is in the green room. But like, that's some value right there. I like it.
I got to throw down. We just talking fast casual sauces. I gotta throw in McDonald's sweet and sour.
It's good.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Is it still available? Didn't they like take it away for a little bit?
Oh, sweet and sour is a staple. The Rick and Morty
Sauce is what you're thinking of that they took away for a while.
Okay.
Rick and Morty fame.
Mike, last question I have for you before we'll let you go. This is close to home for some of our viewers, some of our participants, maybe in this live stream. When's it time to come home up top?
Yeah, no, it's a valid question. And what I would tell people is you're only going to know, like you're going to look in the mirror one day and it's a personal thing you're going to know. I think quarantine is a great time for exploration. Like I thought, you know what better time to take a risk with it than when no one's going to see me. I went and shaved the whole thing like 2 weeks ago. I've just been lazy with it since then. It was one of the best decisions I've ever made. So I would encourage you, if you're on the bubble, just go ahead and take the plunge. Right now is the perfect time. And I promise you won't regret it. You get to sit around and rub your smooth head all day after. It's great.
That does,
Mike, I got to say, you went from looking like a guy who could beat the shit out of me to a guy who looks like he could really beat the shit out of me. So bravo to you.
It is an upgrade in toughness automatically. Being bald, and if you throw a beard on top of it, you immediately look tough, regardless of the fact, like, I've never been in a fight in my entire life. I have no idea. Like, I'd probably get my ass kicked, but I at least look like a deterrent.
It looks good on you. I mean that. It looks good. I'm Brett might have been referencing me.
No, Dave,
we don't know.
Dave, you said the other day that didn't you say you took the top off the defense?
I did. It doesn't. The neck is still an issue in the sides, and I didn't fade it in exactly. There's a lot of issues with cutting your own hair, as I learned the other day. So
it's a beautiful thing, though. Is we're all doing that right now, so we can all kind of work through these problems together.
Yeah, in these times, and they're so uncertain. So who knows?
Man, I can't wait to name my fantasy team these uncertain times.
Well, hey, Mike, I appreciate you jumping on again. That was fun, man.
Thank you so much, Mike.
Yeah, thanks. Good to see you.
Good to meet you, Mike.
Likewise. See you guys.
Later, Mike.